What up, YouTube? So like most things I own, I have to work on them. So I figured I'll take you along on this little adventure. If y'all remember the cardinal auger that me and my buddy bought, he was working real good up until I think the gearboxes went out of it. Something's going on in it. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Needs a new PTO shaft. They welded the slip clutch up on it, so I gotta get a new one of those. And pretty much ran a whole lot to these sides. I'll tear this end apart and see what gearing in here might be screwed up if there's anything, but probably mainly in here. I spun it by hand, it seemed okay, and it's really not a bad auger. It didn't pull her the shit, I will say that. She was not liking getting pulled down the road, especially on that tire. So yeah, it's really not in bad shape. The tube's in good shape. There's not a lot of any like rust holes in it. I mean, it's rusty, but you know me, I'll probably end up repainting it. Cables ain't in terrible shape. They're just old. They've been out in the weather. It does need a new boat crank put on it, as that sumbitch took off on me, and she came to the ground pretty quick. So definitely gonna need to get a new one. It's got the locking thing on there, so that way when you let off of it, it doesn't take off on you. So yeah, I think the bearings are shot in this one axle, but of course once you move this thing around, once you get it to where you want it, you're probably never going to take it off the farm, so it doesn't need to be perfect, or it doesn't need to be where you can pull it down the road running 50 miles an hour, put it like that, because she definitely did not like it. As you can see, yeah, the bearings are, I think the bearings are shot, but I got the Mini here today, and I'm gonna pick her up and swap this tire out. My buddy had to loan me this one because the one I had was a bigger lug pattern than the four lug. So let me set you up against this tree here, and I'll let you guys watch this process. One of God's best inventions, I think, was an impact. I think on the 8th day he invented the Milwaukee impact. And yes, the axle is bent. I gotta figure out that sooner or later. I don't know how that thing got bent, but she did somehow. Like I said, I think the axle is bent. It's basically a stub axle, so I think what happens is you take that bolt out and slide that whole piece of axle out and put your new one on there, and then you can bend it or whatever. I got some round stock, I think, there. It may fit that, so we'll probably investigate that another date, but I just wanted to get this tire on. My buddy needs this tire back anyway, so yeah, add to my tire collection. This winter I'm gonna do a video. We're gonna have to organize this shop, this barn up. It's a damn mess. I got shit everywhere in here. We got a new vac system for the mill, and then attachments we've been putting in here. The auger, trailer mover, snow blade, which we ain't had to get the snow blade out, so kind of a good and bad thing, I guess. But I'm gonna, one day, not today, I'm gonna get through here and really organize this shop up a little bit better to where I can get a few more things in here, because we're starting to get to that point in life where we're running out of barn space and we're needing a little more. So yeah, so I'll be looking forward to some videos on this. It's probably ain't nothing too soon. I just at least want to get that tire swapped. Like I said, it's nothing that's gonna happen too soon. I really don't need it, but everybody's gonna scrap it, so I took it. Like I said, I'm gonna fix that axle and then tear apart the gearbox and see what's going on there. And yeah, so I may, I got the impact with me. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one plate off right there and see what comes pouring out of it. See if anything comes pouring out of it. I think everything's fine, pretty much up till somewhere in this general area. So real fast, let me yank that off and see what goes on. I'm out of fluid again, so I think I got another blowed hose somewhere. So it's probably time this thing goes back in the shop again. Yay! But let me pull this cover off and see what's going on.